Hello, my beautiful friends. I didn't think I'd record today, but then I forgot there's lunchtime. Here's my lunch break. So it's lunchtime, and I thought I would talk about a little bit about Maundy, Thursday, and it's sort of a reflection that I'm working with and I'll be journaling about. When you think about the Last Supper, we see the painting from, I think it's Da Vinci, the Last Supper. They're all standing on one side of the table. Apparently there weren't chairs for the other side. I don't know. And apparently nobody sat down to eat, and there's no drinks on the table. Right? So when you think about the Last Supper, Jesus knows that he's going to die, right? So what would you do if you knew the next day you're going to be hauled off and they were going to kill you? Well, you'd want to get all your friends together, like your friends, your family. You'd want to have a last goodbye. And we always look at that Last Supper as being so somber and, like mass, right? But it isn't, right? It's a party. It's a gathering of the friends. Jesus knows that one of them betrayed him, but he's getting together the people that he loves to have a dinner. Like I have dinners all the time. I invite people to my house all the time. And, you think about that dinner and, they're drinking and they're eating and Jesus is like, oh, listen, tomorrow they're coming for me. So, I want to stay up all night. Like, this is it for me. So can you all hang out with me tonight? Like, can you spend 1 hour with me? And they're all like, yeah, we could do that. And then, of course, they're drunk, so they fall asleep and nobody stays awake with them. And that's the sort of the origin of the Monday services that we do, Tenebrae and Reflection. But it's a party. It's a party. He's saying goodbye to his friends. They don't realize that this is the fulfillment of God's plan. So, they're just like, oh, this is like another dinner, like, oh, great speech, Jesus, bread and wine. That's good stuff. You should do that next time we do this. They don't realize it's the last time, So you think about a few different things. One, you think about your friends. Like, who would you invite over if you knew this was going to be your Last Supper? I'm sure that Jesus didn't bill it that way. Hey, come to my Last Supper. It's like, hey, come on over. Like things are getting hot and, I think this is the end. I know it's the end. So you all should come over. And the guys are like, oh, Jesus, you got nothing to worry about. And Judas is over there making his, his silver pieces or whatever. He's doing his own thing. So, you think about who would you invite to that Last Supper? Who would you want at your table? Who could get there fast enough, right? And then you think about the quality of the friends that are there, right? So, one of them's betrayed him. The next day, a bunch of them are going to abandon him. Oh, Jesus, that guy? I don't know that guy. Like think about the kind of friends, and these are the apostles, right? These are the people that we follow. Now, of course, after he rises again, they're all like, oh, he was the Son of God. Golly gee. Like you thought that, and you told everybody you thought that, but then when shit got real, as we say from where I'm from, y'all just like flew the coop and let him standing there by himself, and then some other stranger had to carry his cross, like So you think about the friends that you have in your life in times of absolute trouble. Who are they? Who are those friends? Like what kind of people do you surround yourself? I think I've talked about this too much, but I've been watching this guy John Panisi, who talks about the mafia, and you think, wow, you can't trust anybody in that group. Like none of them are your friends. None of them have got your six. So I'm going to take a moment today and just be thankful and grateful for the people I know have my six. It's not many, to be honest. I know a lot of people. I have a lot of friends, but I always call it the shovel principle. Who can you call at 2 a.m. will bring shovel and lime. Like those are your people. Like those are the people you want at your table. But you'd want your family, of course, and stuff like that. And maybe they would or wouldn't have your six. So think about who would be at your Last Supper, and then think about what you would want to do that last night. Like, what would you want to do? Jesus had a big dinner with his friends and then he prayed all night. What would you do with those final hours if you knew they were coming? So it's a very reflective day and period. It's a very, a time for us to really think about who our friends are, who we surround ourselves. And at the end, how do you want to go out? If you knew it ahead of time, what would you want to do? So I'm going to pull a rune just to think about it along with all that. And again, you don't have to be Christian or religious to think about these things. These are questions that anybody can think about, right? Whether you believe in Jesus as a savior or not. These are questions that anybody can think about. Who would you have at your table? Who would you call in at the last minute? Who would you want to spend your final moments with if you could choose? So let's ask Spirit for something to think about in addition to that. We have Dagus, which is dawn, the infinity symbol, which is eternity. Dagus is all about, continuation of the pattern, right? But let us not trust my memory. It stands for dawn. Awakening, certainty, illumination, completion, hope, existence, memory, consciousness, enlightenment, old world to new world, cycle of life, infinity, what has always been, new beginning, new worldview, unbreakable, no start, no end, timeless existence, learning, boundless potential, beyond cultural construction, awakening, warmth of hope, sunrise, twilight, sunset, old self to new self, transition, hope is your best weapon, fresh beauty, creativity, enthusiasm, the center flowing of the cycle. And you think about those apostles, right? Think about your friends. And think about, in addition to putting yourself in the place of Jesus and inviting people, imagine you've been invited to that kind of a dinner, right? And the host is like, listen, tomorrow, coming for me. Come on over. We're going to have pizza. Let's all get together. I don't know. What kind of event is that? That's a somber event. Do we light candles? Do we, do spells? Do we, play I'd play bagpipes. I'd bring my bagpipes. We'd be playing jigs and reels just to keep everybody up. So clearly the apostles do not get the gravity of this situation. And Jesus really doesn't tell them. Like he says, they're coming for me and we're in the secret room because we can't be too loud because they're going to find us. And the apostles are like, okay, well, let's drink some more. It's really what the pipe band would do. We'd be like, where's more whiskey? Somebody go on a whiskey run, right? So you think about what it's like to be Jesus, but also what it's like to be one of those friends. And then imagine you're doubting Thomas, right? And you doubt it. And then the next day you find out it's real. And you're like, holy smokes, it was real. So I think that's just, no matter whether you're Christian or not, I think these are valuable things to think about. Anyway, I am wishing you all the best in light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.